Hey guys, welcome to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Las Vegas Raiders. This is Vegas Adventure Guide, and we are here to give you an exclusive first-hand look at what it looks like to be at the stadium. The sun's starting to set, so we're going to do a full walk around, and I have a lot of news to share with you guys. Things that you might not know about, because these are things that just got announced today. So let me get this started. I'm going to start going live on Instagram as well. As you can see, it's a beautiful night here in Vegas. So we are officially live here in Las Vegas at Allegiant Stadium, and I am going to give you guys a behind the scenes look at the facilities, do a quick walk around, show you guys kind of what you can look at, things that you might want to know, and most important of all, some of the new updated information that came from Raiders headquarters today. Unfortunately, we have some news. The biggest news being that it was just released today that there will be no fans in the stadium as of 2020. Unfortunately, because of the pandemic, they're not going to allow fans. So that's the newest thing that's just been announced. So this is where we are right now. So this is what I like to call the cage or back of house.
Go Raiders!
Go Raiders. They're already excited over here. So this is back of the house. And this is the entrance that you guys have to go to. So for people like myself that are going to be working at the facility. Thank you. I appreciate that. So for those that are working here, including the players, personnel, staff, and stuff, this is the entrance that we do on game days. So let's go this way, actually. So this takes you completely down. You'll be able to see this takes you all the way down underneath the stadium, which is super cool because when you get underneath the stadium, there's going to be all kinds of parking and all kinds of different things. One of the biggest things about our stadium that not a lot of people know about is the fact that our stadium is one of two stadiums in the NFL that has a tray, the other one being down in Phoenix. This is the tray right here. As you guys can see, that's the grass. But that's the actual playing field. So when it's actually game day, that field is actually going to pull inside the stadium from underneath the tray. And all those pillars and stuff that you can kind of see through the grid fencing, those all retract and all of those go up. It takes approximately an hour and a half for that tray to go completely inside the stadium. And then at that point in time, this big parking space, that's going to be where all of the players, all the personnel, and everybody that works here at the stadium actually is going to be parking. All the essential personnel anyways. So this is a look at as the sun is starting to set, as you guys can see, all the stadium lighting, or what we like to call the pinstripes, are slowly starting to come on. So that's super exciting. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start walking over to the south entrance. Now the south entrance, for all of the employees and for all the people that are going to work at the stadium, Raiders fans are really into this right now. It's pretty funny. So this is where we're actually going to have the entrance for all of the employees. You're gonna walk in over here at the south gate, which is just right over there. And you're gonna enter into those stairs and you're walking all the way down. So let's go over here. So as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful night tonight here in Vegas. It's probably 95 degrees right now. The sun's starting to set because of the fact that we have in California, which is directly behind those mountains, we have forest fires going on right now. So that always gives Vegas a really beautiful sunset. So here we are. So this is our first directory sign. Of course, this is all brand new. The Raiders just got the keys to this arena yesterday. So welcome to Allegiant Stadium. So this is the southeast entry, like I said. Southeast entry is, of course, where you have the ramp going down over here. That's the gate that I was just showing you. Right here is the actual field. That is the actual field that the Raiders are going to be playing on. They have it outside right now. Of course, it's still growing. They water it a couple times a week, and very cool. If you guys get a chance and you want to see a really, really cool production, go on YouTube and watch From the Ground Up. The Ground Up is a video production that was done and filmed here with Mike Rowe, the guy from Dirtiest Jobs. He was the one that was narrating it. Absolutely super cool. Each episode's probably about 15 minutes long, and they give all kinds of information about the things that are going to go up. So, here's a good view right here. See if you guys can see it. You can see those pillars. Those pillars are all the pillars that are retractable. So those pillars all get sucked up into the air when the stadium field, or what we like to call the tray, pulls in. And it's on a conveyor. And like I was saying before, the tray takes about approximately an hour and a half to go into the stadium itself. So now we are over. This is the main plaza. This is going to be the plaza where all the employees and everybody all come into the stadium. This is our entry gate for all those that are going to be working here. So this is over right off of the road that Terrible Hearst is on. You're going to come straight down. There's going to be a lot of security, bag checks, all that. Obviously, we'll be here several hours before game day actually starts. But unfortunately, as the Raiders have made the announcement, Mark Davis made the announcement just a couple hours ago, there will be no fans this year in the 2020 inaugural season. The only people that will be here on game day, unfortunately, is going to be player personnel and basically anybody that's working inside the stadium and it is needed inside the stadium. So here we are. We're a little bit closer. A little better look at the tray. And it's hard to believe, but that tray is actually about 4 feet tall. So it's a little bit of a jump when you run off. And the best part about it, it's grass, real grass. And I've been fortunate enough to be on that field quite a bit. But I was also helping install it. So that's part of the reason why. Here's all our infamous bike racks. I'm going to jump down here. So on game day, you guys are going to have quite the assortment of bike racks. It'll be a huge maze. You're going to be all walking around these bike racks just to get in. Everything is brand new. That's the exciting part about this. You can still smell the paint drying. Okay, so, another thing is this is the southeast or southwest entry. Every single entry is sponsored. So like Ford sponsors, America's First Credit Union is a sponsor. So this shows you right where we are right now. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. We are where the star is. So we're right there. That shows you the field for the tray where we were just at. This is the main gate coming in off of Lot G. That's where the tunnel comes down. Stadium slides in there. So that's where we are right now. And yes, they're going to have stadium tours. And I highly recommend you guys come out for the stadium tour because the stadium tour is absolutely spectacular. Everything that's gone into building the stadium is just, this is by far the most amazing stadium I have ever worked in. As you guys know, I have traveled all over the country working on concert tours and doing all kinds of major musical events and stuff. And I have worked pretty much all the major stadiums and arenas across the country. Anywhere that you would have a normal concert at. And this is by far, I have to say, I have a couple favorites, but this is by far one of my favorites. And I can't wait to actually get in here on game days because of the fact that this is so state of the art. It's going to be amazing. And the fans are going to have an amazing experience. Even if they have to wait until 2021-22 season, unfortunately, because Mark Davis made the announcement today that there will be no fans for the inaugural 2020 season. But you guys can check back on this channel because you know there's going to be lots of videos, lots of pictures being posted on game days of what we're doing inside the stadium. All right, so now we are now getting towards the north side. Now, the north side is, I think, probably my favorite side of all the stadium because of the fact that this is where the pocket doors are. And this is where you have the view of Vegas. I mean, look at that. You can't go wrong looking at Las Vegas. So here's the Vidara, the Aria, the Cosmopolitan. Then you've got Park MGM. And as you can see, there's quite a few people that are in the parking lot today. The facilities aren't open. Everything's closed. These are just Vegas fans coming and checking out the stadium because the stadium has only been open for one day now. So everybody's excited. Everybody's kind of doing what I'm doing, coming down, checking it out. You can smell the paint drying. All the windows are clean. There's only a handful of people that have actually been inside the stadium. mean, this baby is pristine. Technically, it's only 2 days old. It's an infant. Look at that beautiful glass. And you guys can see, I don't know if you can see it as well as I can, but there is a beautiful reflection on the horizon coming off of the glass. And you can see the sun setting behind me, which is super cool. Absolutely super cool. So it's hard to believe that football season starts next month. So we're going to be playing games in here as soon as next month, guys. I mean, these doors open in just a couple weeks. So now we're getting to the north entrance. So this is the north side of the facility. And as you can see, there's still a lot of stuff here. I mean, the Raiders did take possession of the stadium. Mark Davis got the keys yesterday. But there's still a lot of stuff that has to be moved out. We got forklifts all over the place and lots of building equipment. There it is, Allegiant Stadium. And for those of you that might not know, Allegiant Airlines is the major sponsor. That's whose brand it is. And they have partnered with the Raiders for the NFL. And they're going to be the major. So let me explain how this works. They are going to be the major airline that for game days starting next year, because obviously it's not going to happen for this year now that we know there will be no fans. But starting next year, when they do allow fans to come into the stadium for 21-22 season, Allegiant Airlines is going to be the major sponsor that is going to have lots of game day and lots of really cool experiences, so you can get packages. From what I understand, they'll have it so that you can fly in from wherever you are in the country to come out and see your favorite team play here in Las Vegas. And believe it or not, for most of you guys, wherever you're from, it's going to probably be a lot cheaper for you to come out here to Vegas, get a hotel room, and get tickets for the game than it would be for you guys to stay in your own hometown. I know that's true for like Kansas City, Chicago, New York, you know, those major cities. You're not going to be able to get tickets, even Philadelphia, for the Eagles. You know, those tickets are super expensive. So here we are on the north side now. This is your view. So when those pocket doors open up, you're going to be able to see the Luxor. You're going to see Excalibur. Unfortunately, Luxor and Excalibur are going to be coming down here pretty soon. Within the next year or so, they're going to be demolishing both of those hotels. So that's the view you'll be able to see from inside the stadium. So this is the north end zone right here. And this is where the Al Davis Memorial statue / monstrous. This is an 85-foot tall torch. And this is the world's largest at the time that it was built, which was just within the last few months. This is the world's largest 3D printed object. They've never made something bigger. So this is the pocket doors. Those are 80-foot tall doors. And those doors are going to slide open to give it the open air feeling. And of course, this is the north end zone right here. So this end zone is the exciting end zone because there's a club at the end of the end zone. And this is the first time it's ever been done, which is super exciting. And you know, when the players go running into the end zone and they jump up into the crowd, well, you're going to have that experience here at Vegas Stadium, because when the Raiders run into the end zone, which they'll be going towards the north end zone, you actually have a real day nightclub built right there. And the wall's only about 4 feet tall. So when the players run into the end zone, they're going to actually run and jump into the crowd. That's right there, field level. Those are going to be prime seats. Those, I think, will be some of the best seats in the house, to be honest. And I know I'm excited to see it from a game day perspective. So right here is the pocket doors, like I was talking about. These are the 80-foot tall doors that slide open accordion style. And when they open up, it's going to give you a direct view into the stadium itself. You will actually be able to see the entire strip, which is, just imagine if I was 80 feet tall and I could show you guys the view. You'll have that southern view of the strip, which is absolutely going to be breathtaking. All right, so this is going to be the north entrance area. Now, for those of you that are wondering about where Uber is going to be picking up, this is the side that all the rideshare drivers and all the buses and stuff, this is where everybody gets dropped off. Limousines, all that is going to drop off over here at the north corner. So this is the northeast corner now. And this is where all the major stairways are. And just so you guys know, when you walk in to the stadium from this level right here, you can see a little bit of the truss up there in our catwalks that we have. We have a really beautiful catwalk system. That's going to be so much fun on game days, walking the catwalks. Probably can't see it, but that's where all those white beams are. So when you walk in over here, this is the north entrance. You're going to notice that when you come in, you're going to come in on the second tier deck. And you're going to actually, if you have to go to the upper decks, you're not going to be going very far up. They actually have sunken the playing surface and the playing field 2 stories, 3 stories down. I'm not sure exactly how far down, but if you want to get down to like the field level, you have to go a long ways to get down. It's like 4 or 5 flights of stairs to get down to the playing surface. It's so exciting seeing all the signage finally up. They were just doing this over this last week. They were just completing the rest of the signage. So like I was saying earlier, all the major entrances are all sponsored. This is sponsored by Ford. This one over here. So this is your north entry, sponsored by Ford. We'll go back a little bit, give you guys the perspective. Pinstriping looks so sharp. Oh, I can't wait to get in there next week. And And then here's Al Davis. So now we're on the Al Davis side. So this is closest to the freeway as you come into Las Vegas. Major freeway is right here. Here's all the hotels. This has been rebranded as Al Davis's Drive right here. This is where Uber, Lyft, all the rideshare, all the buses, all the limos, all of them are going to all come in through here. And this is where they're going to be dropping everybody off. There's only one ticket box office, I noticed. This is the main ticket box office, which is kind of surprising. Look at that, the sign right there. Just 2 days ago, that was not there. But that's official. The Raiders are here. Look at that. Amazing. So pretty. There are some really amazing drone views from going around the stadium that just blew me away. All our pollards. So this is the entrance for all the drivers to come in. Literally right across the street from Delano and Mandalay Bay. Raiders, baby. And that's a digital marquee, so they're going to have tons of cool stuff up there. And then you can see they've got some of the digital marquee lit up right there. And that's it. That's it. Now we're walking back over towards the main gate again, like I was talking about earlier, when we officially started this televised event that nobody's watching, which is all good. I'm not worried about it. But welcome to Vegas. Welcome, Mark Davis. Welcome, the Raiders. Welcome home. You guys have a $1.8 billion facility. It took 1,000 days to build. That's it. 1,000 days is all it took to build this palace. And when I say palace, I mean palace. This is one of the most state-of-the-art, most gorgeous venues I've ever seen in my life. I am so proud to be able to say we have this stadium here in Las Vegas. It's going to be the home of the Super Bowl. It's going to be the home of the Pro Bowl. Lots of major events like soccer and concerts, and you're going to be able to come down here and see cool events like monster truck jams and, all that stuff. Coming in. They're coming in to put up more signage. They're not finished with all the signs. So that's what they're doing. So now we're over on the other side. So this is going to be like the major hub, major exit. So as people are coming out of the stadium, they're all going to come right here, out these two exits, one on both sides. Second one's right there. And this is where you're going to catch the Uber and stuff. And as you can see right there, that is more those are I-beams. Look at that. Those are I-beams that actually have LED lighting on them. And so those are going to go on the side of that. That is one of the few things that have not been completed yet. That's going to be the sides of the Allegiant Stadium marquee. So they're going to be putting that stuff up, which will be super cool. There's going to be lots of glitz, lots of glamour here in Vegas. Don't worry. Al Davis Memorial statue has a massive bar around the base of it, which is even more exciting. All these black pylons, we have probably 30 or 40 of those black pylons that are right there. Those all light up on game day with the colors, which will be super cool. That pinstriping is just absolutely gorgeous. You can't go wrong with the way they did the color combination. That and the smoked glass. Because you forget, we're in the middle of a desert right now. It's like 8, 9 o'clock. It's still 90 degrees out. So that smoked glass is going to come in super handy in trying to control the temperature inside the stadium. And so now we are in one of the main parking areas. So here's the thing. There's been a lot of speculation about, okay, Raiders Stadium does not have a lot of parking. And it's true. We have less than 3,000 parking spaces at Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. Okay, Allegiant Stadium is not made for people to come and tailgate at. That was one of the biggest things that they wanted to do when they created this venue. They did not want a lot of tailgating at this facility. And one of the reasons why they don't want tailgating at the facility is because right there on the strip, we have luxurious hotels. We have tons and tons of hotels over there. So what they wanted to do and what they did was they partnered up with all the different hotels. And one of the cool things that's going to happen is on game day, you're actually going to be able to go to any of the major hotels. Each hotel is going to have its own game day tailgating event. So when you get over there, if you want to be here for like the Raiders versus the Chicago Bears, every single hotel is going to have a tailgating event, but they're all going to be customized for that hotel. So think about it. You have 10, 12, 14 games. You have more than 10, 12, 14 hotels that you'll actually get a chance to go to and experience a different type of tailgating at each one of the hotels. So that's the whole reason why they decided to do that. They wanted to make it super cool for all the fans so that you can go down and you can check it out and get a different tailgating experience. Now, I happen to know, because I'm friends with some people that have season tickets and some of the people that work in personnel and the higher ups, these parking spots out here, super expensive. You can basically say, I bought a parking spot for like $100,000, and with that I got a couple game tickets, because that's basically what you're paying for. And now we are on the southeast entryway. So this is the southeast side. And right behind this fence over here, this is where you're going to have the tray. You're going to have the entrance for all the players, for the stadium personnel, and what we like to call the ramp. The ramp is a massive ramp that goes all the way downstairs. And that's where all the semis, so like, for example, team buses, semis, anytime we have a major concert or event, like George Strait, whoever's here, their tour buses, all of their stage equipment, all that's going to go right down those ramps over here, which you'll see in just a few minutes. And they're going to drive completely right underneath the stadium. And then they have a bunch of elevators and lift systems and amazing technology that's going to actually make it so you guys can get all the flooring, all the truss, everything that... Go Raiders! They're already lined up for the 21-22 season.
Tailgating. 2020.
Yep. So here's the actual field itself. As you can see. And that is the driveway that comes downstairs and goes underneath the stadium. And remember, on game day, that grass is not going to be there. That's our actual playing surface for the Raiders. That's their actual game day surface. Right now, it's outside the stadium because the grass is still growing. You know, they just put the grass down a couple weeks ago, and they're trying to grow it out, get it as strong as possible, so that next month, when it's game time, we'll be able to have the game. So this is going to be underneath that is all the parking spots for the players and all the personnel. And then there's a track. You can't see the track, but it's the tray slides in, literally slides right in there, goes underneath. And the best part about this facility is all of those beams that hold up that decking up above, those all retract and pull out so that the stadium tray can actually slide in uninterrupted, not impeded. It's pretty cool. Like I said, if you guys get a chance, you have to go watch from the ground up. It's the making of Raiders Stadium, the Allegiant Field. Literally from day one all the way up to where it is right now. It's on YouTube. Mike Rowe does an amazing job narrating it, and he tells you everything you need to know about how this concept was created. So here we are. Such a beautiful stadium, especially at night. And I was talking a lot, and it only took me 30 minutes to walk around the stadium. And that was just talking about everything that was going on. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for checking out the channel. Make sure you guys keep coming up to Vegas Adventure Guide. You're going to see a lot more exciting things being posted. This is brand new conversion for the channel. So this is going to be everything Las Vegas has to offer on this channel. And thank you guys for coming by. And I look forward. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out everything else on the channel.